Hey, thanks for joining me. I have a really special practice to offer you today. This is a way to come back home to yourself, come back home to your body in a very practical and I'll say hands on kind of way. So, we're going to be knocking on the body. That's closed fists, knocking with some firm pressure and all over. We're going to go all over the body. This is a practice that's rooted in Qi Gong, and it's doing a couple things, doing a lot of things, but I want to highlight a couple things that we're doing. And this is energy work. You're working directly with your energy. This is the source of everything. This is the source of your thoughts, your feelings, your your level of health, the level that your health is able to express itself. So, number one, your energy wants to move. Your energy wants to be moved. It is when your energy is moving is when you feel your healthiest, you feel most vital, you feel most connected within yourself. It's when our energy gets stuck or stagnant that we experience that mentally and emotionally and spiritually. So, when we knock on the body, we are waking up our energy. We're inviting it to move. We're prompting it to move. And then, secondly, you're clearing the way. You're clearing the pathway for it to move more freely because it can get stuck and held, and we have patterns of holding our energy in different places. And this becomes like a big rock or boulder in a stream, blocking the flow of water, forcing the water to have to move around it and expend extra energy to make its way around, or maybe it doesn't fully make its way around. So we are dispelling these energy blockages or boulders, if you will, so that it can move more freely. All right, shall we? I invite you to stand up, where first I'm going to help you find our mountain pose, to use some yoga terminology. I want us to find this strong, grounded, standing pose before we begin. I'm actually going to bring you back to this place a couple times as we go so that we can pause and check in with how things are moving and shifting, because this is subtle, friends, and I want you to attune yourself to the subtlety of your own energy and what it feels like to move your own energy. Okay, so stand with your feet a little wider than hip width apart and get a little bit of a bounce in your stance. Allow your knees to hold a little bit of a micro bend. But at the same time, think about lengthening up through your spine, lengthening up through the crown of your head. And as you relax into this mountain pose, allow your arms to hang heavy at your sides and close your eyes if it feels good. Here, I'm going to invite you to experience this buoyancy of being held, being grounded, being energized by the earth beneath you while still lengthening, expanding, and opening to the energy above and around you. Notice your breath, breathing at its natural rhythm. And as we begin, breathe and notice, breathe and receive the beauty of your own energy. Open your eyes as you're ready, and we'll begin by knocking on your belly and coming to the base of your belly. Let's knock up and down. In Qi Gong, we refer to this space of your belly or your midsection as the sea of energy. So much energy held and stored here. Moving to the side, up and down. Relax and breathe. Other side. So we're going to be knocking on the core of your body, and then we'll pause, and then we'll come to your arms and legs, and we'll pause again, and then we'll be done. Come back to center, and this time keep going up all the way up to your chest, knocking on your chest. This is your thymus gland. You're activating your immune system. Breathe and receive. There are so many powerful acupressure points around your chest and collarbone that I like to bring it to some fingertips here as well and just tap all over. You can always play with whether you want to alternate or tap or knock in unison as well. Beautiful. Let your arms rest at your sides. Bring yourself back to this standing, strong softness here. Close your eyes, breathe, and notice. And now bringing your hands, your fists back to your chest. We'll move into our arms and legs. So one arm opens and we'll knock down the inside, up the outside of the arm, and bring it over to the other side, down the inside, up the outside. As we do this a couple more times, I want you to close your eyes if it feels good and just explore how this could be a self-love practice. What would it feel like for each touch, for each knock to carry love and thanks? Coming back to center, find completion here, and we'll move to the low back, knocking on the lower back into the legs. So down the back and outside of the legs, wrapping around to the ankles, knock up the front. And I like to linger here at the hip flexors for a second and do this a couple more times. Perhaps you hold these words as you knock on your body. Thank you. I love you. When you're complete with your legs, you can bring your arms to rest at your sides. Shake your arms, shake out your legs, and find some stillness in this strong, soft standing pose. Closing your eyes if it feels good, and taking a moment to breathe and notice any subtle shifting. You have just moved your energy. I invite you to experience yourself as awake, alive, vibrating. aware, connected, grounded, and gathered. Feeling your feet underneath you. This is the ground you stand on. You own this space. You are the master of your energy that is in and around you. When you're ready, you can open your eyes. And whatever you experienced, I invite you to come back and try this at least a couple more times. It can take some time to connect with these subtle sensations, and yet there is so much power in being able to work with yourself in this way and to notice the subtleties of your own energy. So consider trying this out in the morning as you wake up and start your day, or maybe using it as a transition activity from one thing to the next thing, or heck, just put it in your back pocket and bust it out when you are feeling stuck or stagnant, or you just want to come back to yourself in this way. So, let me know how it goes. Let me know how it feels. And if you need any additional support, I send you my love, and I'll see you next time.